Welcome back to Geometry Slop. Today's slop is going to be a little bit lower quality since my microphone is broken and I'm at a different location right now. But I decided the slop still needs to be announced. Now this is a pretty rare instance where there are going to be 3 slops in a row. This isn't going to happen all the time because there's simply not that much going on in the Geometry Dash community at 24/7. But if I find any news, you best believe I will be reporting it as soon as possible. Now today's slop is pretty laid back compared to yesterday and the day before's slop. Today Zoink has Zoink has announced and streamed his next verification, which is a top 50 9 circles level called Defeated Circles. Now, the level itself is nothing crazy in terms of gameplay, decoration, or even difficulty. However, it is harder than Tartarus, so it's no easy task. But the level itself is kind of just a basic 9 circles level, nothing crazy special. So that is a little, it's still respectable, seeing as Zoink just came out of a insane verification, being Thinking Space 2. Yeah, so nothing crazy, but it is still very respectable, seeing as he's immediately going into another verification after Thinking Space 2, not even taking any type of break. Maybe this could be a break for him, seeing as it's only top 50. I say only, obviously that's crazy hard for any normal person, but Zoink is no normal person. But yes. On other news, pointercrate has announced that they will be releasing their pointercrate has announced that they are releasing their Rated Plus tab, which is essentially a tab where they are going to place unrated levels, such as potentially Grief, which may or may not get rated due to its controversial use of the clicks between frame mod. Now, RobTop has openly stated that he will not be rating levels using or verified using the click between frame mod, which is why it's so controversial. Now, they're not going to be rating any level, I believe. They're going to have a committee which votes if a level is good enough to be placed on pointercrate, which you can actually apply for yourself in the Demonless public server. So that's pretty interesting. You can join that and apply if you want to. Now, this update may or may not potentially render the global demon list irrelevant. Now, obviously, I don't think it's going to die or anything, but the main appeal of the global demon list is that they rate levels that don't, or they place levels that don't get rated, which is completely different than pointercrate. However, with this change, maybe people are just going to use pointercrates primarily now. Now, speaking of the global demon list, they have already, without any sort of opinions, placed Amethyst and Thinking Space 2, with Amethyst being at number 1 and Thinking Space 2 being at number 2. But, that is very subject to change, seeing as there are very little to no opinions on those 2 levels. But with that out of the way, that should be all the slop I have for today. So thanks for dashing by.